تشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له الحمد لله رب العالمين الحمد لله ولا كريم وصلى الله على الحمد أجمعين ومسيح ومهدي ومجدد لأن مرسلين. Now we return to the drive. Listen, everybody, remove the word can and couldn't from your vocabularies. Can't and couldn't are two words that I don't ever want to hear any OSOICE member use.
Never.
As well as the word try. To try is to fail.
Oh.
When you come to me and I ask, well, what happened? Well, I tried to get over there, but I didn't make it. And to me, I'm looking at it with an excuse. Because if indeed you failed at the job, the very least you can do is give me details and explanation. Know this, that OSOICE members are not shallow in our ability to describe. You have to become as vocal, listen, and professional in your vocal expression as you see that I am. I don't stutter over words. I am never lost for the ability to be spontaneous and to produce an answer spontaneously or just as, quickly as somebody can ask it. You all have got to raise your level of vulnerability and expression to the point that you all become as crisp in your delivery as you see I am. If someone asks you a question, response time, everything. A slow response is a form of disrespect to whomever is asking the question. It also shows a slow mind. And how can you lay claim to being a member of the OSOICE who's supposed to be oh so nice in everything we do and everything we say, and at the same time be oh so slow to respond to whoever's talking what? To you, or asking you a what? Question. Do you realize the weight of this entire planet? Listen, and its survival rests on our shoulders? Literally. Every human being that will be alive and stay alive will only be because of us. Now, you all might not think it to be that extreme, but guess what, y'all? It is. I want you all to know that these family meetings are also exercises. What I'm doing is I'm raising your ability along with your vibrational frequency to be able to think very, very, very fast. And to be able to respond with a ready crispness. Mute your phones. Because the reality of it is that this is vitally important. Mute your phones. Thank you. This is vitally important to every living soul that exists here on the Blue Rock. I want you all to know that within the next week or 2 weeks, a certain count has got to be made. Meaning, if I'm not going to tell you all its number, but I will tell you this, that if those people are not present, the count that Baba has described could very well be you all receive a phone call. Worst phone call of your lives. Meaning, a certain amount of minds have got to be present at family meeting by a prescribed time, else the higher ups will deem that the project has failed. And I will follow my orders to the letter. If they tell me come home, guess what? There ain't nothing I can do to stop that. So you all, the only way this succeeds is by the love that you have for my father and I. That's about to be tested to the extreme. Because if a certain amount of people are not present in mind and in heart and in spirit with a love that said, no, I'm not going to let that little nigga get murdered or get killed or let Baba die in prison. If that mind is not present with a certain number, Baba and the higher ups will know. And they will pull the plug on the project saying we have failed. Because if these numbers don't pick up after what it is I'm doing and what it is I will be doing over the next 2 weeks, because wait till y'all see the hot shit that I'm going to be dropping. I'm talking about hot shit that can't nobody stand against. All of the information, scriptural or whatever you need in terms of float the boat, be it out the tablets, the Bible, the Holy Quran, and whatever else that you all need to float your boats to let you know that indeed that I'm here and I'm Jesus. Don't fool yourself. It's going to be more than available to you. In fact, more than available to the entire planet. Because I want you all to know right now there's far more people listening than what you all know. Right this very minute, both on the planet and off. We're achieving our goals. And it's highly unlikely that the number that they want made present, by that time we all will not meet. Highly unlikely. But if it's not present, I'll see y'all back in the ether realm. And one thing I will tell you all is I don't lie about nothing. And so what that means is it's only through your love that you all will start to take this quite seriously. Not just love for me, though. Love for life itself. Because again, what makes anybody think that they're going to just get eternal life without having to do nothing? Eternal life is something that you have to earn through a work that becomes the fruit of your labor, that should precede you and every being has the ability to be able to spot and see and know it to be yours exclusively. Because like I said, there's many people out there who's not going to listen to me. They're going to listen to y'all. When you all raise your vocal ability that is inside of each of you genetically, because each of you, I want you to know, are Vulcans. Vulcans. When you say Vulcan, you're saying vocal. We who are Vulcan hold the highest level of vocal expression there is in the galactics, meaning there's no people, no species of life form that speaks better than us and sings better than us. Each one of you have vocals. Each one of you. Meaning you are a people person by nature. You know the proper way to present yourself. You've been called upon throughout your lives. And you have delivered as a professional. Rewind the tape and you'll see that every word I'm saying is true. Because if any of you think you are here by luck, chance, or coincidence, think again. Because wherever you are, whenever you are, wherever you are, is where the Most High intends for you to be. And if it was intended for you to be somewhere else, you'd be there. And like I said many times before, the question then becomes, well, why am I wherever I am, whenever I am, wherever I am? And the answer is quite simple. Because in that spot only exists the need, exists what you need to grow and develop as a being. Because if what you needed to grow and develop as a being was somewhere else on this blue rock, then guess what? You would be there. I'm not talking to the lesser evolved. I'm talking to the highly evolved who are OSOICE. And let me tell you something. When I say highly evolved, how do I know? Because we have spent an awful lot of money on each of you all's educations. Galactical money that y'all don't know nothing what about. We have sent prep cook after prep cook, preparing you. Each in their own right were remarkable beings. Meaning I'm sure that each of you can go in your mind's eye and mark each one of those people off that came saying some very profound things to you that prepared you for a master chef. That you all will be able to share my company in the first place. Because if you didn't have some sort of pre-information that was delivered goldenly by some very, very remarkable beings, that didn't have to be Nuwapian, that didn't have to be Christian, that didn't have to be, you see, that may have only came and stayed but a second or two in your life. You may have ran into that being at McDonald's while standing in line. Or while coming out of Walgreens, who asked you for a cigarette. That right after that said something that made you go, damn. You heard that? Heard what the motherfucker just said? That stuck with you. All these prep cooks were peppered, littered, and laced in your universes by us. We who are. Only because you are also. What do you think a redemption is all about? If you have a watch, and you're at the hotel, watch now, and you leave your watch in the room, and you get in your car and you're on the highway and you're damn near home and you say, oh shit, that watch cost me, man, I left my watch, where's my watch? You go look, man, and you get on the phone, call the hotel, and listen, I was in room so-and-so, excuse me, so-and-so and so-and-so, and I'm sorry, but listen, I left my watch there, and this ain't no job watch. I got an expensive watch, and listen, it's the type of watch that I know damn well somebody's going to want to steal. So if you don't mind, I know it's a bit after checkout time. I'm hoping perhaps, you know, your maids are honest or whatever the situation is, but I'd like to know, have you found a watch in such and such and such a room? They'll say, well, let me look at the lost and found. And then they'll come back to the phone and they'll say, well, can you describe your watch to me? Because the truth of the matter is, without the proper description of that watch now, then there would be no way you can redeem it. If you cannot describe and have some sort of forehand knowledge as to what that watch looks like, that you got to deliver to the what? Person you talking to on the phone. And it's got to be right too, especially if that watch is worth what? Something. Especially if that watch is worth, watch this, every life on this planet and the survival of it. You would have to be able to describe what that watch looks like. And the way I know is because I know the genetic code that produced you. Because don't forget, before Abraham, I am. I was here at the very foundation of your creation. And my memory goes just back, goes back just that far. And I swear to you all, I am not talking out of somebody's book or secondhand information. I'm talking about full, total recall. Meaning when each one of you all's cars came off the assembly line. Ooh. Like I told you all, you chose your parents. You said, I want to be shot through that shaft and I want to come through that canal when you were asked. After having said, and I can do it in that car when you were asked, are you sure? And if you all remember the response that I've given you again and again and again and again, what you all said that you can't remember right now, before we said, well, get ye down from here. If you can go back in your mind now and remember the way I answered and said that you were asked, when we said, "Are you sure?" If you remember me having told you all this before, you would have somewhat of your answer. I said, you all each, and how do I know? Because I was the elder that signed your papers. That's why I'm here right now, to see to it that you don't fuck this what? Not on my watch, because my signature was on that paper what? Also, that went up to and knew him what? Through, listen, the progress, through the syndicate, to Anu's death. And that's the only way that any of you are here right what? Your very existence was signed into law. And each person that's on this phone with me, my signature was on that paper, right along with yours. Because I'm the very elder that turned the pages in the book of life for you when you were seen, when you were showed everything that is happening right what?
Now.
Bingo. Why do you think they call me Q on Star Trek? Because I pop in and pop out. Most times to administer a test, most times, if you all would go back, I'm telling you now, go back and watch Star Trek, but get the one with Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise, and pay very close attention to Spock and the thing that Spock says out his mouth. The reason I'm saying this is because when you say Nwapo, that's just another way of saying logic. So Vulcans move off of what? Nwapo. Sound, right, reasoning. Logic is either logical or illogical. And we are not emotional. But keep in mind, Spock is half human being, half Vulcan. My spirit is willing, but my flesh is what? Weak. That's why I take a date with the rain. But the tears ran down my cheeks. A birthday swelled in my eyes till I could barely see. They had the taste of pain, which is so unique. And it was nothing nice. Nothing nice. I'll say it twice. That is nothing nice to me. But you'll never see me. Because when I go walking in, I got a date with the rain. Gotta go walking in the rain. The clouds get gathered in the sky, gathered in my eyes every time it rains. No one notices at all the way my teardrops fall. Because, listen, an example of what strength is, I know has to, for each of you, come from me. And nigga, you can get confused just the same way I can. Tears are tears. I don't know whether you cry tears of joy or tears of pain, or I don't like to see none of y'all cry. So I vowed that none of you all will ever see me what? Cry. Because I hold a responsibility to be that strength in a day in which you all need strength the very most. And if I can be crying tears of joy, like, damn, that shit was so fucking nice. Oh my God, did you see that? That was fucking wonderful. Did you see that? Oh, beautiful. It just came down out the sky. Oh my God, it was fucking beautiful. Motherfucker see me doing some shit like that, they liable to get confused. So what did I tell you? Lose the emotion. Emotions are energy put in motion that oftentimes is wasted energy. Energy that can be being used for something constructive that's designed to save us. And that's not something you sit around crying about, because the crying ain't gonna do shit. Niggas sit there and cry all fucking day. That ain't gonna change shit. That's like complaining. But I can't. I tried to get there, and I mean, it just can't. I don't. I mean, me personally, I'm just one fucking person. What the hell do you expect me to do? Here's a broom, nigga. Get over there and sweep that dirt up. I've been sweeping all damn day. Well, take the garbage out. It's stinking. And I don't like getting that shit on my hand. Well, do the dishes. You want me to stick my hand down in that? Come in, look at this. That greasy shit, you want me to stick my hand down? Well, get the vacuum cleaner. I don't even know how to turn it on. And I had this paranoia about electricity. I got shot one time when I was a little kid, and I've never been the same. I've been traumatized, and I'm saying, what type of motherfucker are you? Why should you even be on the team? You don't want to play no ball. Nigga, why did you join the New York Knicks, nigga? Understand this. You joined the New York Knicks, and here we are in the Divine Love playoff, and nigga, you talk about you don't know how to dribble. And you done lost your ability to shoot your jumper that I seen when you first was, joining the team. You was shooting the what happened to the jumper? I used to hear nothing but all net anytime you get hold of the ball. Now, damn, that nigga good. That nigga Walt Frazier. Earl the Pearl. Now his nigga is John Doe. Might as well put a tag on your toe, because what good are you? Right? I'm saying, everybody see the John Doe motherfucker? Nigga, we in the Divine Love playoffs, playing for the ring, niggas. And that John Doe ass motherfucker right there, that one, this one, can fuck us all up and cause us to lose the ring. That's when everybody on the team busts up on John Doe. Like, yo, check this out, John Doe. You didn't know? We about to whip your motherfucker, nigga. If you don't hurry up and get your dumb shot back and be the Walt Frazier we know, motherfuckers. Bet you enough motherfucker gather around John Doe be like, my name's Walt Frazier, damn it. Say, damn, where you been? I'm back now, don't worry, I got it. Willis Reed, nigga, shit. Bill Bradley. Earl of Pearl Monroe, you damn right.
That's right.
You damn right. That's OSOICE. You see them niggas in the street, they be clean as the ball hell. You ain't never see one of them niggas slouching. All of them niggas look like Ron O'Neal out the Superfly movie himself. Yeah, that's right. Walt Frazier, Earl of Pearl, Willis Reed, nigga, please, who? That's long before Michael Jordan, nigga, fuck that. Dr. J, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yeah, right? Playing hard to pay. Like, get out of the way. You don't see I'm 7 foot so and so. Try to block that. Wilt Chamberlain. Nigga kick you in the face with his shoe, and his whole shoe be the size of your chest. From your waist to your neck. From your waist to your neck. Nigga foot that big, right? But that, let me say something. I'm bigger than that in the Galactics. But you don't know. I'm huger than that could ever be in the Galactics. Wait till you all see what's in me. What's inside this little shell. You're going to be like, oh my motherfucking God. You all have no idea. Wait till y'all see Baba walking through the Galactics like me and my mother did, like this. Shh. Look, me and my mother seen him like this. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Boom. I'm talking about, listen to me, y'all. Not your ordinary day at the park. Boom. But 1 inch each footstep. Boom. And shook.
Yeah.
Boom. And then when he took his last step, boom. He opened his mouth and all them Native American Indian braves came out.
That's right. That's right.
Shit was not a fucking joke. Yeah. And right after that, Baba showed me. I said, nigga, who's that? He said, that's you. I said, get them. Yeah. I said, that's me. Like, yeah, not bad, huh? Wait till you'll see what's inside of me and how huge and humongous. Then you all will start to understand why I'm God's son. And I'm not talking about no little thing. I'm talking about the type of shit to make you go, where your head go like, ooh. You just keep on looking. We'll talk. Don't let me fool you. I just look this way. They put me in a real little car, to throw people off. But I got a job to do that's just as big as me. And I don't intend to fail. I'm not into failure. I'm not into the word can't. I'm not into the word couldn't. Because I'm able, are you, becomes the question. And each of you, if I tell you, you all have been cut from a certain piece of fabric, guess who that fabric belongs to? Little Umwa, me. So I know myself when I'm looking at him. I can hear myself quite what? Well. You think when I don't talk to each, when I first spoke to each and every one of y'all, I'm like, oh shit, nigga, where I am. I'm right there. There's another one of those. That's me showing up. Yeah, Sarah. Remember the first day we met? Bet you don't. First day we laid eyes on her? Bet you don't. I mean, you might have a vague memory, but I got a clear one. Woo! 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 And for all of you all who have not come face to face with me yet, guess what? That does not mean I have not been there with you. In fact, I guarantee you, if I was to speak to any one of you who have not seen me in person yet, then I can tell you some real personal shit about yourself. What you want to bet? What you want to bet? I know things about you that you wouldn't think I know about you. What you want to bet? What you want to bet? Courtney.
Yes, sir.
Remember that time I spoke to you about? I spoke to you about a pregnancy, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, it was quite interesting, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, to say the least.
You realize, let me tell y'all something. There's been many times that I have saved each of you all's lives. Personally, because the truth of the matter is, you were told I was your personal what? Savior. Well, guess what? Nobody ever lied. I've been saving you niggas for a long what?
Time.
I'm talking about it, and y'all find yourselves in some of the damnedest situations, I must say, where you be thinking, how the hell I'm going to get out of this? Well, the way you got out, so that's why it's your turn now to go around telling people you need Jesus in your life. Matter of fact, very shortly, and I told y'all I'm about to get rid of this ATUN-RE name, because our elders, you know, they don't know ATUN-RE. They know Jesus, right?
Indeed.
Well, guess what? That's who the fuck I what? I am the nigga they talking what?
About.
And that's where, and if I told you they could call me Jack, they could call me Jane, they could call me J. Jonah what? Johnson. Just so long as everybody on this planet understands something, that I'm the being they've been waiting for 2,000 years. And yeah, truth of the matter is, millions of people need that name. So that's the name I'm going to be using, because the whole world named me that. So I might as well accept it right here in the year 2020. I'm about to change the name on my page, and I'm going to put Jesus, the real Messiah. So everybody can start to figure it what?
Out.
And so when people say, thank you, Jesus, I'm going to say, you're welcome. And you all can start telling people, y'all want to know who Jesus is? I know him personally. Matter of fact, I put him on the phone with you. Figure it out for you what?
So.
Because I'm your personal Lord and what? Savior. Don't fool yourselves. I'm your last chance. There is no blonde-haired, blue-eyed hippie with a diaper on that's coming down or coming back. The fruit of my labor speaks for its what? So, do you realize my love is all over the globe? All over the globe. I got people calling me from Africa, 4 o'clock in the morning. From London. All over. And that's not even where it's about to go. Oh, they know who this little yellow ass nigga is. You can believe that. They know what I look like. They know what I sound like. And they're saying, damn, that nigga sounds just like his father. How the hell the motherfuckers, you hear the way that nigga sound? There's been people that the very first time heard my voice cried and shook. My very name have saved lives. There should be no, I'm not no, so I'm the fool. No doubt in any member of the OSOICE's mind, because I want you all to know, as OSOICE members, you all are about to become Melchizedek's too. I'm talking about the name Melchizedek, Malachi Zedek. It means, listen, a Zedekite priest of the highest order who enjoys the mind, ready? Meld. Remember I was telling you all about that baby out the top of your heads? At the top of my head? Guess what, everybody? Guess what?
Yes,
You
sir.
all about to have some babies at the top of yours. Real soon here now. Yep.
Kundalini?
No. He got me by the head. Oh, same thing.
Okay.
Remember that ball you pushed up my back, mama?
Yep.
Same thing.
Yep.
Word is bond, B-O-N-D, bond is real, bond is life. Now, if you don't mind, can you please, now you won't know how, is that there ain't no sense, child, because you in the losing thing. I should have told you. Raise your level of perfection, nigga. I'm not playing. Anything less than the highest level is unacceptable. If indeed I ask you for something, I expect it to be what? And there,
Well,
I'm not talking to you all, I'm talking to Ebony. Reason being is because she's the closest thing to me right now. She get information even before y'all do. You realize how blessed this child is? And let me tell you, OSOICE, the epitome. When you all bear witness to it, you all will know. Crispness. Crisp. Response time impeccable. On point every time. Quiet as a church what?
mouse.
Mouth.
Don't talk me to death at what? Oh, listens like a champ. But how you ever gonna be able to teach if you ain't a professional listener first? And wait till y'all hear teach. Not long now. Because y'all gonna be like, Miss Ebony. Y'all understand. How long y'all been? Oh, we've been together like this. Okay, how long? Way back in. But she ain't the only what? One. Let me tell you something. If indeed a woman makes her way to being a wife of mine, without question, that woman has got to be in every way a living example for every woman on the what?
Planet.
Because every woman is going to be looking at that woman with a scrutinizing eye. They're going to put each and every one of them women up underneath the magnifying what? Glass. And they're going to be saying, damn, why she can be with him and I can't? I'm going to say that's why. Check out. You'll see. Because of a thing called watch, divine, ready, order. Being a Melchizedek, her what? Self. Forever in the image and after the likeness, what? Baba's not the king of peace. He's the whole of peace, of which I am the prince of. And every Melchizedek from thereafter will be in my image and after my what? Likeness. Will walk like me, talk like me, think like me, act like me, and have the ability to follow what?
Orders.
Bingo. Because this is the ancient mystic what?
Order.
Overstand. Michael's army, it's what? Self. Now, the name Melchizedek, it means Zedekite priest of the highest order who enjoys the mind meld. Are you understanding me? Because listen, Sarah, and listen well. Telepathic communication is good right up until this part. Listen and listen well. There came to pass when I myself in this life was learning the technique that I described to you all, by which telepathic communication is assured, guaranteed. If any of you do those exercises, you will start to telepathically communicate with your receiver or dumper quite well, which will enable you to then start to telepathically communicate to other beings, though they don't even know that you telepathically communicate what? To them. Because if you can enter your receiver's head, what does that say about that person over there who didn't do the exercise with you at all? What does that tell you? Don't let everybody talk at once.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, come on. If I can enter your head, because me and you did these exercises, as a dumper, I can enter anybody's what?
Head.
Because I've learned the technique, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, it came to pass, but one day I had figured that out. And I'm sitting with the master, who was one of the masters who were assigned to bring me back to my memory, whose name was Ayasa. His name meant God of Salvation. Word is bond, B-O-N-D. I was sitting with Ayasa, and me and him were going through the little motions with the cards and this, that, the third, and we were telepathically communicating with each other quite decently while we were in Fulton County Jail, 100 Rice Street. Listen and learn. I'd be all the way upstairs on the top 10. I'd be like, Ayasa, give me some coffee, give me some coffee. That nigga look upstairs and grab the coffee. Yeah. All day, every day. Like riding a bicycle. Once you know how to ride it, you don't ever what? Forget. Same shit. Listen and learn. We sitting there one day. I say, Ayasa. He said, what? I say, nigga, if me and you can telepathically communicate, then why can't I? There was a dude sitting in front of us watching TV. He had his back leaned against this, like, looked like, sort of like a picnic table. You know how they have them tables when you're in county jail? He's sitting there with his back to that, and on the table was some water with a rag sitting right there. I said, I wonder if I can get into that motherfucker's head. I also said, he looked at me and grinned because he knew I had just figured it what?
Out.
He said, go right ahead. Do your thing. Let me see you work your magic. So I then started to transmit the signal to dude, you want to wipe that table. You want to wipe that table. Now, when you enter somebody else's head, you can see it in their body language the minute you're inside their dome. Are y'all understanding that? People's body language will automatically let you know, and they should be taking a self-examination of themselves, because if something outside of you is communicating a thought inside your head, your body language, first and foremost, will tell it. You will give off what looks like a body language of unrest, of being uncomfortable somewhat, having some type of discomfort, because somebody else is inside your fucking what?
Head.
Head. And if you think back, each of you, on a time whenever you did something that you knew you didn't have no business, and remember what type of body language you exemplified, you will see that moment of rest. That you yourself, your body. Okay, to give you an example. In the Holy Quran, it says, on judgment day, your own hands and feet will bear witness against you.
Yes.
If indeed you've done something wrong. Now, that doesn't mean that your hands and your feet will develop a what? Mouth. And tell on your ass. It means, number one, first off, there's a recording of everything that took what? Place.
Right.
That's how your hands and feet are going to tell on your ass, because you're going to be seen doing it. From that, you can't escape. You might as well just give up the goat. Literally. Notice what I just said. Give up the what? The goat. Give the goat back to who the fuck it belonged to in the first one.
Give up the
Place. The goat, G-O-A-T. Because you just got bit by the goat of what? Mendez. When you did whatever you did, and you go back on your mission of what I told each of you all to do earlier, as you write those things down, I want you to look at those things and say, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. Because the real you would not have done those what? The real you has good sense.
Right.
And moves off of nothing but good things and good vibration, and would not hurt or harm or steal or lie from no one. The real you. Each of you. Are you all understanding that?
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
So as you write those things down, right, and you say sorry to the people, each time you write it down, I want you to look down and say, and look back on the situation now that only you know you did. And I want you to say to yourself, that wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
Because it wasn't. You want to know what's making you do that? Telepathic communication. Now I'll explain to you what I mean by that. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
The brother was standing there, And like I said, his back was to me, and he was watching TV. And they had televisions that was a little lifted, you know, where you had to sort of, you know, bend your neck to look up like. I don't know if y'all ever been in county jail.
Yep.
But the TV's a little, you know, like you standing right in front of it, you got to look up. Because the TV ain't just right fucking there. It's like you got to look up at that shit. And there was a table behind the nigga, and on it was a small spill of some water that had a rag there left there, probably by one of the motherfucking kitchen workers or whoever they were that was supposed to be cleaning the table, mob workers or whatever. And I said to Ayat, I said, man, I wonder can I get into his head? So he said, go right in. He started grinning. So I sent the thought, you want to wipe that table? And I could see I had entered his head by his body, what? Language. Any kind of something other than you has entered your head. Your body has a language, all of its what? Own. Okay, are you understanding? I tell people all the time, stop thinking that every thought that enters your head is your own. Because you have telepathic communications that are being sent to you by your ancestors that are designed for your upliftment and embetterment. And you have telepathic communications that are being sent to you by malevolent beings who want to see you dead, or want to see you kill somebody or something. You follow that?
Yes.
And they become those thoughts that are being sent to you. The minute you entertain them, they become your thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Say the word entertain. Entertain. That means to enter in and be retained.
Right.
That's when you are captive or captivated. Okay, you understand?
Yes.
Yes.
And listen, that's why Baba came out with the book called The Mind What? Book. Because in that book it explained how you have to use a thing called psychic self-defense.
Defense. Yeah.
You follow me? You know how they say an idle mind is the devil's playground? Because that's the truth.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't have nothing on your mind, that's when your mind is open to be infiltrated. You follow me? Because if you don't got nothing on your mind, you better bet the devil will put something on your mind every time he sees an opportunity to be able to. Okay? Are y'all understanding that?
Indeed. Yes.
And don't fool yourself. The war is fought in the mind what?
First.
If you all don't raise your level of intensity in terms of how you think every what? Day, every step of the what? Way. You're destined to fail and be a danger to yourself and everybody around you. Because you can be infiltrated. Okay? That makes it where every living human being becomes a suspect. You should look at every human being with an eyebrow raised. Because you have to tell by being a good judge of character immediately with an instantaneous response as to what it is you're dealing with that's housing that vessel. Is it the being who initially drove the car or was intended to drive the car? Or has that person been taken out of its driver's seat, placed in the passenger seat, and the being who is driving that person's car has its hand over that person's mouth, but that person is now held captive inside their own body and can't even speak. Where that demon can drive your car literally anyway, anywhere, and anyhow that demon so sees fit and can only draw from your information pool. It knows your favorite color. It knows what you ate for dinner last night. It knows your wife, your mother, your sister. It knows everything you know because it is now privy to your information what? Pool. Merely by having entered into your being. ربنا ادمنا نورنا إذا تعالكم سير كبير. This is from the 66th Surah of Al-Quran, which reads, O Sustainer, please complete for us our life. Now we return to the God.